Thanks to the supporters of channel member FM creators. We have made it to the semi-final of the Champions League twice before in this series, and both times we were knocked out by English opposition. This is our final chance to win the Champions League in the series. It is the semi-final once again. It's against English opposition once again. This time I'd quite like to get through to the final, please. Hello, and welcome to part 27 of Rebuilding Barcelona. I'm Kevin. Coming up on today's episode, we have both legs of the Champions League semi-final for you against Manchester United. Since you were last with me, if we can actually... Hang on, this is the wrong season. So I was just double-checking my facts for the intro. Oh, a sneaky look behind the curtain for you. Since you were last with me, we have won a couple more games in La Liga. So the La Liga table looks like this. We are looking good. 3 points clear of Real Madrid with a game in hand as well. After a little bit of an iffy start as we grew accustomed to our new system, I think we should be good for a fourth consecutive La Liga. So I think we can afford to keep today's in-betweeny match off camera and just focus on the Champions League for today. Tomorrow's episode will almost certainly be focused back in on La Liga, regardless of what happens. Even if we lose today, we're not just going to abandon and stop the series here. We need to make sure that we've won La Liga and sorted out the final parts of the finances, because the finances are still not quite there. We still need to find another £35 million. So the story doesn't end here, even with defeat. So don't go anywhere. Don't go anywhere. Goodness me. Manchester United are second in the Premier League. They've not actually won the Premier League during the save, although they are one of the bigger teams in the Premier League. They're not Manchester City, who've won the Premier League 4 times in a row. So if we are gonna beat an English team, maybe they're one that we can beat, and we are away from home in the first leg, which is always crucial for these big matches. So I guess without further ado, we need to go and play them. Away leg first. It'll be fine. We're going with Ter Stegen in goal, a back four of... Hold on, why have I got Baldi in? Where's Grimaldo? Why? Grimaldo's injured, of course. He's probably going to miss both legs, and that is a big problem. So Baldi at left back, Sula, De Ligt and Porro making up the rest of the back four. De Jong, Rice and Bellingham in midfield, and then Depay and Pedri supporting Moukoko up front. Andrezinho also not quite fully fit, and we're also missing out on Gavi, who's injured but wouldn't really be in the team anyway, and a few of the other fringe players who aren't registered in the squad. But the big miss is definitely Grimaldo. If we can find any way to get him fit for the second leg, just for his set-piece delivery, it's probably worth playing a half-fit Grimaldo in the second leg, just for his set-piece delivery. It's that important. But, of course, what we don't want to do is rush him back and potentially have him miss out on a final should we get there. But I guess we shouldn't be worrying too much about the final. Let's worry about getting there, and then we can worry about the final at a later date. So, as ever with these away games, you know the plan by now with these Champions League fixtures. It is all about keeping it tight away from home. We don't want to lose today. We're not particularly bothered about winning. We just don't want to lose today. Porro charging into the penalty area. That's our right back. He hasn't heard what I've just said. We don't need to be rushing forward and trying to win the game. Just do some defending. And I know I'm on an attacking mentality. I contradict what I'm saying out of my mouth with what we're doing on the pitch, but I just can't cope with sending them out there with a defensive or even a balanced instruction. It's just, I don't like negative football, anti-football. I want to go out there and win every football match, even if I am trying to temper expectations by saying a draw is fine. A draw is what we're looking for today. We'd obviously really like to win 4-0, which is why we sent the team out playing the way that we have. United have got a counter-attack against us just before half-time here. Greenwood was in, and that might be a pivotal moment in this tie. The ball bobbled clear to Mason Greenwood after Declan Rice couldn't intercept properly. He had a pretty clear attempt on goal, but has hit the outside of the bottom of that post, and that hopefully will come back to haunt both him and Manchester United. We have a corner. It's Memphis to take. Looking for that near post where De Ligt is lurking. The corner delivery is not quite like a Grimaldo in-swinger, though, and De Ligt can't keep it on target and heading towards the goal. So 55 minutes gone, still 0-0. If you look at the match stats, we have absolutely dominated. Talking about potentially looking back and ruining missed opportunities like we were with Mason Greenwood, we might be looking back on this at the end of the second leg thinking, oh, if only we'd have Only we'd have won that game we utterly dominated back in the first leg. 70 minutes gone, time for some substitutions. And there are a number of tired-looking players out there. Bellingham is definitely one of them, so Van Haren can come on for him. I think we just take off. You know what? I think we leave Depay on. Experience, and he's having a good game. He's the only one who's being mentioned as having a good game, apart from Bellingham, who probably could have stayed on as well. But we'll take off Porro, and we're going to bring Dest on for Porro, and then Pedri can be the final one to come off. We've got Andrezinho, Nonto, or Demir as options. I think what I'm actually going to do, because Andrezinho's not fully fit, I think we bring on Nonto here and put Makoko out onto this right-hand side where we can play him. He's left-footed, isn't he? Yeah, he's left-footed. We can play him out here as an inside forward, get Nonto up top, and just try something a little bit different. Demir obviously would have been an option to go out there as well, but I think in the circumstances, we look to bring on bigger goal threats as we try and capitalise on dominating a match in which United haven't had a shot on target yet. 10 minutes to go. De Ligt has got a free kick, plays it to De Jong, and it's back with De Ligt again. And he is looking for options ahead of him. Declan Rice is one of them, and he plays it into the path of Makoko. Lovely pass forward to Nonto. And if Nonto scores there, I look like a genius for the substitution. As it is, we're now all questioning what happens if that ball is Demir to Makoko rather than Makoko to Nonto. De Jong playing the ball forward. Nonto's there again, and I think he's clipped the top of the crossbar, and it's another big chance for us. Our XG for the game is now over 2. But it has finished 0-0. So I guess, forget what the match stats say. We came here looking not to lose. We've not lost. We've utterly outplayed a good Manchester United side. If we play that well again in the second leg, we find ourselves in a Champions League final. However, if we're that wasteful with our chances again in the second leg, we might have a problem. I'm going to play the game against Celta Vigo off camera, and then I'll be back, hopefully having won it, with the second leg, where we need to score some goals in that second leg. Well, nice, comfortable win in the league over Celta Vigo. Leaves the league table looking like this, pretty much how it was before. 3 points clear, game in hand. Any time now, as in tomorrow's episode, we will win I don't know why my hand's up there. We will win La Liga for the 4th time in a row. But before that, we need to get to this Champions League final. This is the team we're putting out there to face Manchester United once again, and we will score a goal today. We're going with Testa. In fact, is this exactly the same team as the first leg? It's not. Demir comes in on the right-hand side. Other than that, it is the same team that you saw in the previous match. So Demir was very good when he came off the bench in the match against Celta Vigo, so he gets the nod over a tired Pedri. We also have a tired De Jong, but I think De Jong's probably a little bit too important. I know, I probably should have rested De Jong against Celta Vigo, but as much as I want to win the Champions League, I also really want to win La Liga for the 4th time in a row. So I keep playing strong teams until something is won. So hopefully I've not tired the boys out too much. I'd like to think Manchester United are doing the same thing, trying to wrestle the Premier League away from Manchester City after all these years. De Jong from range, if he sticks that in the back of the net there, completely justifies not just starting him, but playing him in the previous game as well. I'm not sure how it justifies the previous game, but that's the story I'll be telling if everything works out all right in the end, because that's all that really matters. Porro on the right-hand side. He had an early run like this in the first leg, finds Memphis this time rather than going it alone. Rice plays it back to Baldi. Rice with the in-swinging cross, but there's no one there to get on the end of it. It falls to De Jong again, who keeps the move going. 1-2 with Porro. It's back out to Porro again, who is looking very dangerous, bursting into the penalty area again. Porro to the byline, and Jude Bellingham is there. And it's only taken us 2 minutes to break the deadlock back at the Nou Camp. It's Barcelona 1, Manchester United 0. That £115 million on Jude Bellingham is looking like excellent value right now. Porro has been brilliant in both legs so far. Great work from Porro. I mean, we are only a minute and a bit into this second leg, but he has made the goal with 2 surging runs down that right-hand side. And this is where we get to test the AI in the game again, the match management AI, because this is the point where Manchester United really should be coming at us and starting to attack. They've not had a shot yet, 20 minutes in. They have had a shot now. I was going to say, if we get to the middle of the second half and they've still not had a shot, you have to question what the AI is doing when, of course, in a world of away goals, this is the last time I'll ever be able to talk about away goals, because this is the last knockout round game that we're going to have in FM21. And, of course, FM22, they won't be there. But in a world of away goals, United only need to score once to go ahead in the tie. So you would think they would try and score that goal. And to be fair to them, this highlight has started with them trying to attack. Bellingham in midfield, playing it forward to Demir. Demir forward to Makoko. And it's back with Declan Rice. It's lovely to see all these Wonder Kids combining. Even more lovely, though, to see the Wonder Man. I mean, if they're Wonder Kids, he's 31. What do we call it? Wonder Man? Wonder Man, Memphis Depay. It's his new nickname. And that is a crucial goal. He's the old man of the team, the granddad of the team. Everyone's babysitter, Memphis Depay, the one old man who got to stay. Actually, ter Stegen also got to stay. The two old men who got to stay and knock about on this big old football pitch with all their grandchildren. And Marcus Rashford has grabbed a goal for United. I think he's offside, but it should serve as a warning not to get too giddy, not to get too silly early on. Yes, we're 2-0 up. Or I think we're 2-0 up. The goal might be given yet. I've not had a VAR decision not be reversed throughout FM21 over 2,000 hours into the game. It would have been very harsh to see it be reversed for the first time there, or not be reversed, sorry. But luckily it wasn't. It remains 2-0 and things are looking good at the moment. Let's just not mess up from here. I guess we start thinking in terms of Frankie de Jong. At what point do we withdraw him? He's tiring. Obviously, Declan Rice can drop back and play in that role. We've got Van Haren on the bench who can come on in the middle of midfield. Pedri can also come on and do the same job, depending on how much of the game is left to go. Baldi, oh my word. We talked about whether or not it would be crucial that Grimaldo wasn't going to be in the team for these semi-final matches because he's been so important all season long. And then Baldi steps up and scores an absolute screamer. It was a good goal, maybe not a screamer. Define screamer in the comments for me. It's a very good goal. That's your advantage of having a two-footed fullback. He comes in on his left foot. The whole world thinks he's going to cross. He just hit it with his right foot. That's how left back boys and girls has done a goal like that, playing like an inside forward. And we are now experiencing what we experienced in the Juventus game as well, and what we've experienced time and time again in FM21. We're 3-0 up. There's half an hour to go. Manchester United have only had one shot on target, 3 shots in total. They just don't seem like they're interested in getting back into the game. And this is what needs fixing for FM22. And to be fair, I think it has been hinted at in some of the stuff that we've had released with the videos that we've had released from the guys over at Sports Interactive. I think it is, I'd like to think it is part of what they're aware of when they talk about fixing the AI and that kind of thing. I don't think they use the word fixing. That's probably my word. I doubt they'd acknowledge it was broken. To be fair, it's not broken. It could just work better. I think we bring Pedri on in this situation just for the experience. Pedri is 21 years old, 22 years old, and we're bringing him on for his experience. But he can come on in there. Demir is tired, so Andrezino can come on for him. And fingers crossed, we continue to dominate the game the way we have. Porro looks like he has given everything he's got to give, so we'll take Porro off after this move. Rice playing it back to De Ligt. And De Ligt forward to Declan Rice again. He's enjoying playing in the holding midfield role for once. Andrezino on the right-hand side, back into Pedri. Mokoko's there. Is that offside? The linesman hasn't flagged there. I don't know if you can see. It's probably behind where I'm going to put my face cam. But I don't think the linesman has flagged there, but the referee has immediately gone to question it with VAR. Now would be a nice moment for it not to be overturned. It's not. Let's have a look at it from the other. It's not from the other angle. It's the same angle. He is offside. Let's make that substitution with Porro. So Porro's going to come off. Papetti can come on this time. We brought Dest on in the last game. Papetti can have a turn this time around. Frankie de Jong has already gone. I was going to say he's going to play the whole game. I've already taken him off. Get with the programme, Kev. I'm excited. At this point, it looks like we're almost certainly going to be seeing a Champions League final as the final episode of the series, which it couldn't be going any more perfectly if that's what ends up happening. Pedri intercepts well there. Memphis is in behind. Surely old man Memphis makes it 4. He doesn't. And I mean, we've got to do something spectacular at this point to throw things away from here. Hopefully we're not going to. Forget fixing the AI. I love all this. Memphis with the corner looking for De Ligt. I think Sula is in there as well. It doesn't find either of them. but it's back with Andrezinho. The attack continues. Rice back into Andrezinho again, who's on a mazy little run, playing it into Rice, Moukoko, Bellingham. I can't keep up. They're knocking the ball around like Barcelona. And Andrezinho is there to grab number 4. We have absolutely taken Manchester United apart today. This has been a phenomenal performance. If there was ever going to be a question at the end of the save, hey, Kev, did you rebuild Barcelona? This is the match that we send them to say, yes, actually, I think you'll find we did. Not only did we fix the finances, not only did we freshen up the entire squad, lower the average age by about 15 years, but we also set this football club up with a team as good as any other that they've had in their history. And then we went and won the Champions League. Maybe. That's going to be Thursday's episode. We're off to Olympico. Who are we playing? Do we know who we're playing yet? Yeah, we should know. Oh, hold on. It'll tell us up here. We're playing Chelsea. So we have had to do the tour of all of the English clubs. We've now been knocked out by Liverpool, knocked out by Manchester City, knocked out Manchester United. Chelsea are 5th in the Premier League at the moment. They are not a good Chelsea side. They finished 5th twice in the last 3 years. They're 5th place now. The only way they're getting back into the Champions League is by winning it, looking at how far behind they are with 2 games to go. We've got to, fancy our chances based on that, but we have got to finish the job. So the plan from here, the schedule for the rest of the week, now that we know it. Tomorrow, we will have whatever matches I need to show you in the league to see us win La Liga for the 4th time. It might be the next 2. It might be all 4 of them. We'll figure it out when I get a chance to have a look at them properly. So that'll be tomorrow. The video after that is going to be the Champions League final against Chelsea and us checking in to make sure that we have paid off all of the debt. Only £26 million to go. We've then got to do, we'll probably do the transfers as part of the Champions League episode as well, because we've got to get through to the 1st of July. So we'll probably do the Champions League, get us through to the 1st of July, and then Friday as a final part. Are these days adding up right? We'll do 5 years in the future and see what happens next for this team. And then that'll be it. Wrapped up this week, and we can get on with the LOLLUJO Cup next week for a final week of FM21 content before hopefully the beta drops. It's all coming together perfectly. I'm still giddy. If you've enjoyed that, please make sure you leave a nice big thumbs up on there for me. Subscribe to the channel for daily Football Manager videos. And thank you very much for watching.